Hello everybody, welcome to BLUETTI live stream. Yeah, let's go. I'm your host Ilya. It's very good to see you here. Actually, very surprised to see 6 likes already. And yeah, we just want to say hi to our amazing community. Some nicknames are hard to pronounce, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna say hi to 𝗫𝙠, Chelsea, 𝗫𝗵𝗶𝘀, Rambling Bob Reviews, who's absolutely killing the comment section, and Jack, of course, Jack. Now guys, invite your friends to this live room. We have 2 hours of uninterrupted joy. A long time. We're going to be talking about various products of ours, and only of ours, of course. BLUETTI, this is the name of the company. Don't forget it. It's quite empty on the background, so everything is here on the desk today. Right, guys, we have 2 hours. Invite your friends, give us your likes, and yeah, share this live stream with your friends. We need new people in our amazing community to make it even more amazing, to make it great again. So we're talking about portable power stations, generators, of course, and our portable solar panels. We're going to be charging them, we're going to be testing them, and I'll do my best, as always, or not as always, but this time I'll do my best to help you choose generator or the solar panel or portable power station for your needs, okay? So that you stay satisfied with your purchase and you come back later and you purchase something else or you recommend us to your friend, okay? Believe me guys, the last thing I want is you to purchase something and be unhappy with that. I don't want that, right? And to attract new people in our live room and just to keep you guys, we carry out giveaways every 20 minutes. So let's reset the timer. 20 minutes and we'll have t-shirts. We'll give away our merch. It's a t-shirt, it's a cap, it's a BLUETTI camping giveaways. It's gonna be fun, guys. Let's go. Let's get started. Okay, well, we have Canyon Swingers. Come here. ASB Travel, some of you guys I know. And also I want to tell you one more thing for the giveaways. We're gonna be doing screenshot thing today, okay? We're not going to be like choosing random people. Sound good enough? Screenshot? Okay, let's go. So today on the list we have our smallest portable power station, EB3A. One of my favorite ones, one of your favorite ones, am I right? Now, of course, we have perfect unit for camping. What is this? EB70S. Different from EB70. Some of you have EB70. It's different. It's EB70S. It's like a little bit different. Not the same. We have our first, but still one of the best, modular solar generators, AC300 and its expansion battery, B300. And I'm honored to announce that we started our spring promotion for AC300 and B300 in various bundles in combination with solar panels, with PV350, as behind me you can see it's right there, PV350, PV200, and PV420. PV420 being our biggest portable solar panel. So guys, that we don't have discount codes, but this is because the prices are already the best. So what you want to do is to not necessarily purchase during the live stream. You have time, but purchase during our spring promotion because the prices went down. The prices went down. Spring camping, we're gonna be getting outside, the winter. We have outlived the winter, at least most of us, and it's spring, guys. We're gonna go camping now. Now take our solar panels, take our portable power stations. Let's have fun. So let's go. Okay. Now I also want to say that we go live on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. So guys who are on Facebook, we also give away everything we give away on YouTube. We give away 1 unit on Facebook and 1 unit on YouTube. Hello Jennifer, very good to see you guys. Okay guys, let's get started. So I would love to kick things off with EB3A. EB3A, do you know, tell me in the comments how well you know EB3A on a scale from 1 to 10 so that I know how to construct my speech. Let me know how well you are familiar with EB3A on a scale from 1 to 10. Yeah, soon camping. Guys like camping at all? I don't. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so EB3A, you know, there are many things we can talk for an hour about EB3A, but just to make it like the most informative for most of you guys, I want you guys to let me know how well you know EB3A, and while I'm waiting for your response, I'll just be kind of, I'll just tell you like the most basic information. So number 1 and number 2 things is what? Is the battery life, is the battery chemistry, right? And the battery capacity. So the battery chemistry here is lithium iron phosphate battery. As a matter of fact, BLUETTI only makes power stations or expansion batteries, whatever they're called, with lithium iron phosphate batteries, aka LiFePO4, because they have a longer lifespan and they're more stable. They're just the best. The only downside to that is slightly heavier. They're slightly heavier than lithium ion, but I think you will agree with me, it's absolutely worth it. We have 2,500 plus life cycles to 80% of the original capacity, and 5,000 plus life cycles to 50% of the original capacity. Can you believe that, guys? 2,500 plus life cycles, and then the battery drops to 80%. It means it's 80% as efficient as it used to be when it was fresh. And after 5,000 life cycles, it's now at half of its original capacity, which is very good numbers, aren't they? Lithium iron phosphate batteries are the best by far, and we only make power stations with lithium iron phosphate batteries. We're proud of that. Now, the battery capacity here, this is a tricky thing because it doesn't depend on us. You know, we can't choose the quote-unquote best battery capacity. It doesn't exist. We can choose best batteries, but we can't choose the best battery capacity. We can only fit that many batteries, that many battery cells, you know, each like small 12.8 volt battery cell. We can only fit as many in this small box. So the battery capacity here is not great. It's absolutely great for this size, but it's not great. It's not like this battery, you know. So the battery capacity here is, as you guys can see, by the way, we state everything very clearly here, 268 watt hours, 268.8 watt hours to be exact. This is the stated battery capacity. So it's an impressive battery capacity for this size. And for this weight, it's 10.14 pounds. It weighs at 10.14 pounds. Super lightweight, really surprisingly lightweight. But the battery capacity is 268 watt hours. Okay? And even for this capacity, we have a very powerful inverter of 600 watts. 600 watts AC inverter. By the way, it's a pure sine wave inverter. What does that mean, pure sine wave? If you test it, when we tested, when other influencers, both sponsored and unsponsored, were testing them, you know, it's sine wave from geometry class, right? And it's like, it's a pure sine wave inverter. It's not like dun, 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 dun. So you can say it's pure sine wave inverter. Now you might be thinking, I don't really care about pure sine wave. Well, you don't have to pay extra for it. I'm just saying that we have the best AC inverter with pure sine wave inverter. So if you ever run some medical devices or some devices that just, you know, to run them, you have to have pure sine wave. You might not even know that. Well, in any case, it's a pure sine wave inverter here, so just for you to know. 600 watts. Guys, what does that mean, 600 watts, okay? Let's really bring it down to earth. Many of you are very professional in what I'm talking about, but some of you are just not familiar with that. So it's very simple to understand, okay? Let's say this device, this device pulls out 100 watts, 200 watts, 300 watts, okay? So the total amount of wattage put out from this power station cannot exceed 600 watts, okay? Cannot exceed 600 watts. This is it. I don't want you to look at the voltage. I don't want you to look at frequency. I don't want you to look at any of those metrics, okay? If you're in America, and this live stream is primarily for the USA because this promotion is for the USA, but our international audience is welcome to stay here. In America, we use standardized devices, right? So they are by default 60 hertz, they're by default 120 volts, 100 volts to 120 volts. So don't worry about that. But the thing you kind of have to, worry about is wattage. You can't plug something that pulls out 2000 watts and expect it to work from here, because the AC inverter limitations here are 600 watts. But there is a but. We have a powerlifting mode. I didn't come up with a name, even though I like powerlifting. I did not come up with a name. Colleagues of ours did. That means in this mode, EB3A with a 600 watt inverter, it can pull out up to 1200 watts. It's a powerlifting mode. Now, just like an analogy with powerlifting, you can't do it for hours and hours. A powerlifter lifts a weight, short time, couple of seconds, puts it down. So here it's not a couple of seconds, but the logic is the same. So if you absolutely need to pull out up to 1200 watts from this thing, you can do that. You can do that, all right? You just go to our app, free app for iOS and or Android, free app. You go there, you click one button, you set it to powerlifting mode. You can pull out up to 1200 watts from 600 watt inverter. And if you have a B3A at home and you want to try it right now, you can try it. And you will tell me, Ilya, you're lying. It's not true. It's not 1200 watts. What happened there? Well, the thing is that the screen will only show 600 watts max, okay? The screen will show 600 watts, but in reality, it's up to 1200 watts under powerlifting mode. You can try. You can try with devices that pull out more than 600 watts. It's 1200 watts max under powerlifting mode. Now, do I recommend to absolutely use powerlifting mode every day, multiple times a day? No, it's not ideal. But if you have to, every once in a while use powerlifting mode, there is nothing wrong about that. Okay, it will not decrease the lifespan of the battery significantly. It will not. Every once in a while, it's okay. Whenever you need it, use the powerlifting mode, guys. We have a powerlifting mode there. 1200 watts. So 1200 watts is double of 600, right? It's also the surge power. What is the surge power? Very, very simple. When you plug a device with a motor or an inductor, it needs time, you need a lot of power for the fans to start spinning, boom, to actually kick off. So during this kickoff stage, we need a lot of power. Power is wattage. So the wattage will skyrocket, right? Well, not skyrocket, but for EB3A, it can go as high as 1200 watts. I mean, as long as it's within 1200 watts, you're safe to go. So it's usually less than a second. It's like actually half a second or even less than that. The power peaks and then it drops down. And it's like that. So 1200 watts of surge power right here, 1200 watts. And the powerlifting mode is also 1200 watts. But the wattage is 600 watts. It's a powerful AC inverter for such a small size. We do acknowledge that, but we want to give you the best we could. So get prepared to see this EB3A power station discharged quite quickly. Don't let it break your heart. It will discharge quickly. We're talking about an hour, 2 hours, depending on how you use it. But I'm coming to you guys with great news. There are multiple ways to recharge it everywhere and anyhow, so that you can always keep your devices running. You can always have this box of energy of lithium iron phosphate battery. So EB3A, I don't even know how many ways we have to recharge. Let's count together. So of course, you can name the wall outlet charging, right? Can we recharge from wall outlet? Yeah, but we need an adapter and stuff. No, we don't need an adapter. Look at this, guys. It's a cable, no adapter needed whatsoever. Now, I'm really happy about that because nobody likes adapters. Well, for some of our devices, we still need adapters. It's okay, but we're trying to move in this direction at least. So plug it in. And this part goes in your wall outlet. This is it. Now, what if you want to charge it from a wall outlet, but it's a power outage, right? Well, you can charge from your generator. You heard me right, guys. We don't advocate charge from generators, but it's nothing wrong about that. If you need to charge from generators, you can charge from generators with the same cable. You can also charge from a power station. Like I have EP500 Pro right here, so I can show you how to charge from another power station. It's actually the same as a wall outlet. So another power station or a generator or a wall outlet, right? With this cable. Now, no adapter needed. Again, input 120 volts and 9 amps. This is it, 9 amps max. So standard AC charging, okay? Now, another charging method is charging from solar panels, right? Charging from solar panels. Of course, we advocate for green and renewable energy. As long as you can charge from solar panels, please do. If you have your own solar panels, great. You can also get our solar panels. Our solar panels are all portable. They are for camping. They are for global mobility. If you have your solar panels, great. Just want to do a quick pro tip. Give you a quick pro tip. When you're charging from solar panels, it's very important that you run a compatibility check. So as you can see right here, we have 12-28 VDC. What's that mean? Well, it means from 12 to 28 volts. Still not clear. Well, that means that the solar panel we plug in, this input, has to have the VOC or open circuit voltage open circuit, however you say it, not lower than 12 and not higher than 28 volts in this case. So from 12, 28 volts. It's called a voltage compatibility check. Very important, okay? Amperage, I don't want you to think about amperage. It can be 8, it's 8 amps here. We have an MPPT controller, which means that no matter what the amperage on the solar panel is, it will not allow it all in. So think about it as a swimming pool, right? But you only have a tube that connects the swimming pool with another vessel or whatever. I mean, it will not allow all this water, you know, all together. Otherwise, it will destroy our unit. So we have an MPPT controller. Don't worry about amperage. Don't worry about it. But the voltage, you have to worry about it. So before you plug in any solar panel, you have to check the VOC, the open circuit voltage on the solar panel. And I can tell you the open circuit voltage for our solar panels. For example, for PV120, it's 24.4 volts. It's written on the panel. You know, you don't have to keep it. You don't have to memorize that. No. For PV200, it's 26.1 volts. So we can plug them both, only one panel, okay? Because when you plug them in series, you know, you connect solar panels, you plug them in series. Well, then voltages add up, so it would be 24.4 volts by 2 or 26.1 volts by 2, so it exceeds 28 volts. EB3A, you can plug PV120, PV68, PV200. Can you plug PV350? No, the voltage is too high. I don't remember exactly, but something like 44 something. PV420, no, the voltage is too high. Run the voltage compatibility check. Doesn't matter if you use EB3A with our solar panels, which we would love you to do, or with any other solar panels. It's totally fine. We don't make our power stations the way that you can only connect them with our solar panels. In fact, we use the most common and, in my opinion, the best MC4 connectors. So we have this 8mm cable to MC4. Connect this MC4 to your solar panels. This is it, right? So you can charge it from solar panels. Just run a voltage compatibility check. Very important. So we have an AC charging and a PV charging from solar panels, or DC charging in other words. And here's the thing, guys. You can even excuse me. You can even charge from AC and from DC at the same time. So if you need to speed up the charging, charge from AC to DC at the same time. Now, another charging method, especially useful for those of you guys who are driving a lot, and I've heard that you guys drive a lot in America, apparently, right? So this is charging from your car power socket. Most of you guys have this 12-volt car power socket. Some of you guys have 24-volt car power socket, last commonly seen. Well, plug it in there and start your vehicle, okay? Start your vehicle. Either you're actually on the road or you just want to charge from your car power socket, you have to have your vehicle running because your vehicle is not as strong as you think. You know, charging EB3A from your car power socket, cigarette lighter port, when your vehicle is not running, it's very harmful for your vehicle. It can destroy your engine. The car will not start. So please remember to charge when you're actually on the go. Okay. Now the charging method is from the car power socket, and you can combine DC and AC charging methods. Guys, let's take a look, and we'll have a sip of water. Let's take a look at the outputs of EB3A. Maybe you guys told me, I didn't notice. Why do we have EB70S here? So eye-catching. Let's focus solely on EB3A. Let's take a look at the outputs of EB3A. Okay, so on the top we made it. We put a wireless charging pad on the top because we have a perfect flat surface. We have this carrying handle, but it's foldable, so we can put it back, and we have a perfect flat surface. So it would be a waste not to put a wireless charging pad here on the top. We have a 15 watt max wireless charging pad on the top. Just for you to understand, as long as you get 7.5, 8 watts from this output, these are very high numbers because the nature of wireless charging. Up to 50% of energy gets wasted in the air and turns to heat. That's why your phone is a little bit hot. My phone is a little bit hot. Your phone is a little bit hot when you're charging from the wireless charging port. Okay, wireless charging port on the top, 15 watts. Now, what do we have here? Here we have a 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket, also called cigarette lighter port. I don't have a very healthy relation with cigarettes, so I don't like this name. I prefer car power socket, but you know it as a car cigarette lighter port. So standard 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket. Okay. Now here we have two barrel connectors, 12 volt and 10 amp DC 5521 ports, they're called. So whatever you guys use them for, we have them here. Oh, it's a giveaway time. I can see that. Yeah. Let me finish the introduction of the outputs, and we are doing our first giveaway, which is the BLUETTI t-shirt. Okay, you can now start typing BLUETTI in the comments already. Now we have here a USB-A port, standard USB-A charge, 5 volts and 3 amps. How to get a wattage? Let's multiply volts and amps. 5 by 3, 15 watts. We have 15 watts. It's a standard. It's not a quick one, it's a standard USB-A charging output, charging port. We have one more, so we have 2 5 volts, 3 amps each. And here we have one USB-C port, 100 watts. This is a quick charge. Great news for Apple users like myself and everybody who uses USB-C ports. 100 watts. It's not 45 watts, it's not 60 watts, it's 100 watts, it's a quick charge. Okay, now here we have 2 wall outlets. That's what we're here for, right? Wall outlets, let's go. So we have 2 standard wall outlets. AC outputs would be a more accurate name. 120 volts and 600 watts. And again, guys, remember surge power is 1200 watts, right? And the powerlifting mode is also 1200 watts. And it's a pure sine wave inverter, right? So we have the capacity here, 268 watts. Now, let me show you the light. It's going to be very bright. I warned you. So here is the light. Has 3 modes: medium, high, and SOS mode. And we have a screen right here. We'll talk about the screen after our first giveaway. This is what we're giving away. This is iconic 100% cotton BLUETTI t-shirt that says "Just Power On." And I rock it every day. It doesn't matter if I'm at work or I'm at home, I'm always wearing this thing, okay? Because it feels comfortable. I don't want to take it off unless I have to. So here is the BLUETTI Just Power On and a stylish logo on the top. It's not a one-size-fits-all t-shirt. It's a customizable size, so you guys tell us your size when you win. All right, now, because we all, at least myself and my team, we always listen to your feedback. We always do, okay? You guys told us, come on guys, what are you doing choosing people from typing BLUETTI? It's boring. Now, I knew it was boring before you did, guys, so I agree on that. So right now, let's do a less boring thing, still not ideal, but less boring. A screenshot. I'll have my feedback. That's what it sounds like. It's terrible. Sucks to be me. All right, anyway, so I'm gonna do a screenshot, guys. Okay, right now, here I am, not looking at the comments anymore. No, I'm just kidding. So let me practice the screenshot. All right, yeah, that's exactly. My grandma taught me that. All right, so let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. For those who don't know, excuse me, guys. For those who don't know, please type BLUETTI in the comments. This is how you participate. Type BLUETTI in the comments. I do a countdown from 15 to 1, then boom, take a screenshot, and maybe you win, maybe you don't. I don't know. Well, the giveaways can only be shipped to the US. I'm not saying they are for the US residents, or no. Geographically, we only can ship to the US. If you win and you're like in Canada, well, if you can tell, you know, we don't discriminate anybody. Well, as long as you can give us a shipping address in the USA, we'll ship there. 31 people, well, 30 because we have one person who is me, and let's go. Well, let's go. 15-second countdown. Gets ready. Let's go. 15, 14. That was the long start. Well, where are we at? 13, 12, 11. Wow, still a long way to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, we got a winner right here. Let's zoom out on the winner. And it's 𝑗𝑛𝑠1293. 𝑗𝑛𝑠1293. Pew, 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 pew. Let's go. 𝑗𝑛𝑠1293. Email us at, wait, how about Facebook winners? We still have Facebook. Excuse me, I'll get back to you. Let me open our Facebook account. Let me search BLUETTI. Here we go. Oops. Wait a second. Facebook, guys, don't leave. We give away stuff to you too. Let me join you guys. All right. Here I have Facebook. 10-second countdown, real quick. Not wasting anybody's time. 10. Type BLUETTI. Yeah. Facebook, guys. Type BLUETTI. Thank you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, we got a winner, which is, can't see, let me pronounce it, 𝐵LAKE Marchand. Congratulations, Blake. Congrats, Blake. Congrats, Ans. Guys, and refers to all the winners. Please send us an email to livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA, your phone number, and if you win a merch, if you win clothes, your t-shirt size, okay? T-shirt size, phone number, and shipping address in the USA. The email is livestream@bluetti.com. Thank you. That was our first giveaway. Let's reset that countdown to 20 minutes so we can run our second giveaway in 20 minutes. And I stopped and the outputs at the screen. Let me show you what it looks like from the side. So here we have the area for the fan, right, that keeps our device cool, and we have a push and pull fan, so it blows this way, and the other side is kind of like soaking it, or in other words, pulling it and pushing it, you know. So that's how we stay our device. We keep our device cool. Now on the back side, we don't have anything, so you can place it against the wall. You don't miss out on anything. Here we have a nice carrying handle. Perfect. You can like literally skate on it, right? You have like those small skateboards. We used to play them in a school, at school. You know, like you play them with the fingers. Anyway, so and we have this anti-slip pads, or as I say, anti-slip pads. This is closer to Latin pronunciation. So anti-slip pads, and we have the most important info of EB3A, so we can learn about it here. Like, okay, supportable polarization. Here is an input. Actually, very interesting info. I'm just reading this right here. So we have like input power and all this other stuff. Very interesting. Okay, guys. Now, you guys see those buttons and stuff? So, oh, sorry, that was Luckily I didn't turn it on. Alright, so look guys, we have DC and AC output, right? So anyway, to turn this portion of outputs on, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push this button. Think about it as a push button, right? So right now I can be running any of DC outputs right here. So I mean, I can be running devices from any or all of those DC outputs at the same time. I'm referring to this output, these outputs, and this output. So DC is on, as you guys can see. Right, now once I'm done using them, or once I'm done utilizing the DC outputs, what you want to do is turn it off, okay? Because guys, I'm going to be crystal clear with you. I'm here to help you. We have a battery drain. It's totally normal. Now, think about it as opening your phone and not running anything on your phone, but keeping your phone open. Just leave it on the table, right, and keep it open. Like keep it, keep the screen light. Well, it will lose the battery. So does our batteries, so do our batteries. So they lose battery even when nothing is running, as long as DC and AC outputs are on. So for a DC drain, it's 1% an hour, so losing 1% an hour even when nothing is plugged in. And for an AC, it's up to 5% an hour, guys. It's a big drain. So you want to always remember, turn DC and especially AC outputs on. So turn them on. Once you're done using them, turn them off. Now, to turn this AC outputs on, also just push the button. Now they're on. You can be using those two or any of those AC outputs to run or charge your devices. Once you're done using them, guys, remember to turn them off, right? Now, on all of our devices, we have an eco mode, which is an economy mode, also eco-friendly. What it does, it turns off the AC inverter for you. Okay, now it used to be a default time 4 hours, and after 4 hours you'll already lose 20% of the battery. But right now it's adjustable. You can adjust it to 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours. So 1 hour, I think it's a good number. It's 1 hour. You will only lose 5% max if you forget to turn the AC inverter off, which happens to all of us. Happens to me all the time, guys. Or you cannot do it physically. Maybe you leaving the house, and anyway, you think of your situation. Well, anyway, we have this eco mode. Does no harm. Only good stuff only good vibes come from eco mode. Now let's take a look at the screen, guys. What do we have here? Turn the AC on. So guys, what do we have on the screen? All right. Now in the center, we have the battery life. Right? So it shows us what is the battery percentage. Right now it's 89%. I remember when I turned it on before lesson was at 91%, so we lost nearly 2%. Okay, now, and it also shows us 30 hours. Now this time it will change all the time, of course. Oh, pun intended. Now 30 hours, it means it will stay on for 30 hours if we don't change anything. Okay, so if we just stay on. Now, what if I want to charge my phone right now wirelessly? Okay, let me put it here on the top. Let me enable DC outputs, because wireless charging pad belongs to, DC output family. Find the center. Right, great. And look, we're gonna be having an output from a DC. Well, it doesn't tell us which one is DC, which one is DC, which one is AC here. We're gonna be having an output about 7.5 watts. I speculate. So, and you guys can see how this number changed from 30 hours. Excuse me, could we please zoom in, on the screen? All right, cool. So this time changed from 30 hours to 19.2 hours, right? So don't rely on this time too much, but you just have the time for reference. Will help you get accustomed to the running time of B3A when you start using it. And guys, look, we have 9 watts. We're pulling out 9 watts from 15 watt wireless charging pad. What? It's a very good number. It's actually a very high number. It's more than a half. 9 watts. Okay. Now AC is on, DC is on. Okay. Yeah, the screen only stays on for that long. I know. Now look, here we have input, right? So how many watts are coming in? How many watts are coming in when you are charging your EB3A? Guys, the maximum input is 430 watts. This is under dual charging. Maximum solar input is 200 watts. Okay. Input the higher this number is, the better. Now this is what? Exactly, the output. So how many watts are coming out from here? Now we want to be able to pull out many watts from here. We want to see those three numbers here, but guys, we are limited by 600 watts here, or by 1200 watts on the peak and 1200 watts under powerlifting mode. So 600 watts. Still very powerful for this size. Eco mode, always keep it on. I always keep it on. You always keep it on, guys. Well, for some advanced users, if you ever want to turn off, you can do that. But why would you? And here we have frequency 60 Hertz, standard frequency in America, right? Here we have AC and DC buttons. So if I turn AC off, look what happened, guys. AC is gone, right? Now, what if I turn back on? Well, here it is. Now let me turn DC off. And yeah, I'm shaking my phone. I know. That's why the output is not stable, right? Oh no, that's because I turned DC off, right? So, all right, DC is gone, and now we have AC, okay? So it shows you what is happening on the screen. This is not it, guys. This is not it. Now, when you have, and I say when, I deliberately use the word when, because we all gonna have overloads, overheats, alerts. This is part of life. That's what we're here for, right? So you will see battery low alert. You will see overheat alert, temperature too low alert. You'll see TEMP, temperature alert. You will see battery low alert, surely, quite often, right? When you discharge your EB3A. You will see short circuit alert every once in a while. So you will see alerts or alarms are here written for you in red. So if we overload the device, we'll say overload, temperature if the temperature is too high, battery if the battery is too low, short if it's a short circuit. Here we'll have the turbo mode. Yeah, we have this powerlifting mode, right? And you will see the powerlifting and turbocharging mode. Turbocharging mode is this fast charging mode up to 430 watts. Actually, sometimes 450 watts. So you will see this turbocharging mode icon. You will also see the charging icon. You will see the UPS icon right here. So you will see bunch of signs here. It's a really nice screen. It only has downside, it turns off too quickly, but it's all for the good, you know. It's like something you don't want to do, but like, you know, it's good for you. So yeah, it turns off quickly, but it's to save the battery. You know, I know you guys don't like it. I don't like it, but it's to save the battery. So as long as you get used to that, there's really no downside to this screen. It shows us everything. Most important information, well, I think you will support me on that. It's very user-friendly. It's a very user-friendly screen. Easy to understand what is going on and stuff like that. Really nice. Now I'm plugging it in the EP500 Pro, which will act as a wall outlet right here. So let's charge our EB3A. Look, guys, I'm only using this cable, no adapter. I plug it in the EP500 Pro, and EP500 Pro is pulling out 269 watts right now, and yeah, of course, EP500 Pro is acting as a wall outlet, so you can think about it as charging from a wall outlet. Okay, now we have an input right here, 260 watts, okay, coming from the wall outlet, 262 watts. What is it? No, we're not sponsored by UPS. UPS here stands for uninterruptible power supply. This is offline UPS. If you know what it's for, you are already, you know, probably excited about this mode. For those guys who don't know what UPS is, UPS is basically there to fight blackouts. So when you have a blackout and your device is plugged in a UPS device like EB3A, apparently, well, in this case, this device will not turn off during blackouts, okay? Because it will switch from the wall outlet, from the wall power to the internal batteries of the EB3A. So it's a UPS device right here, UPS. Okay, we have 261 watts. Okay, now it's charging. Now we also have the approximate time it will take to charge fully. We have the charging icon right here. Now, the question is, can we actually be charging it and running it at the same time? Is it harmful for the battery? No, it is not harmful for the battery, folks. I appreciate your concern, but no, it's not harmful for the battery. Now, can we do that? It's called pass-through charging. It means charging and discharging at the same time. So take a look, guys. We have 36 watts coming from the DC output. We're running this BLUETTI mini fridge, okay, BLUETTI mini fridge, pulling out up to 42 watts. And we also can be running something from the AC load. Let's run this hair dryer. 246 watts of output and 257 watts of input. We're charging it and we are using it. We're running devices at the same time. It's just the screen to turn off. It did not overload. Do you want me to overload it? I can do that, but if I pull out more than 600 watts. So let's take a look. You see what happens, 700 watts, and we have an overload icon right here. What to do? Well, simply restart the unit. So our AC inverter overloaded, simply turn it off. Well, a very important pro tip, quote unquote, turn off the device that caused the overload. In my case, it was the hair dryer. Click this button twice, and first of all, the DC output is still running, right? The charging is still happening. Now I turned the hair dryer off, and I'm gonna switch the mode to a lower mode, and I'm gonna turn it back on, and it works again. It works again. Right, this is called pass-through charging. When you're charging and running at the same, running devices from your power station at the same time, works perfectly, does not harm the battery, just absolutely great. Now guys, what can be better than that? What if I told you that EB3A, here's another EB3A by the way, it has an app control. All you want to do is go and simply search BLUETTI on your phone. Check if you have the app already, or if you're not, just go to App Store, Google Play, or App Store, and download it from there. Free app. We don't have a VIP version yet. One click, I am connected. 97%. Okay, 97%. Now, perfect angle, want you to see. No magic here. Both hands are on the table. I don't have any other limbs that could press some buttons here secretly. So we can turn AC on and off from here, right? AC is on. You can see it on the screen of the power station. It's magic, guys. Look at this. See, on. Can I turn off? Well, let's try. Yeah. Can I turn this off? Well, apparently the answer is positive. Now, battery life, we can turn off the whole unit from here. We cannot turn it back on from the app though. Do you acknowledge that? Well, I do. So let's go to settings. Oh, let's first of all, yeah, let's go to settings. Look what we can do here. So we have these settings like share device. We can use them. We can use this device. We can use it with our family. Here's the QR code that your family wants to scan to use it with you. Next, we have charging mode. We have 3 charging modes, right? Who could think about it? It's a very sophisticated unit, guys. We have standard charging mode, whatever the wall outlet input is, like 260 watts, like in our case, 262 watts, standard charging mode. Next, we have silent charging mode. Let's test it. We're here to test it. We're here to actually see what is going on. All right, look, let me switch to silent charging mode. So it says, slow down the fan speed and effectively reduces noise. All right, so let's see what happens. Look, I'm charging our EB3A from the same input source I used to do, right? But right now we are under silent charging mode. What was the input before? You guys were witnesses to that. It was 260 to 162 watts, plus or minus, more or less, right? Now what is it? 100 watts, 103 watts, 104 watts, 108 watts, 113 watts. Let's say 100 plus watts. Do you guys hear any fans? I'm gonna put my Rode microphone here next to the fans. Absolutely no sound. Silent charging mode. Okay, now we have one more turning mode, which is a turbo turning mode. Let's try this one. So here we go. Turbo. Turbo, it says fast charging at a maximum of 350 watts. Actually, even up to 430 watts, realistically. Let's go. Let's see. You see how the input is going up, 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 and up under this turbo charging mode, which is actually, like, you can think about it as the opposite of silent charging mode. It is definitely not silent. The fans are still off, but they're going to kick off. It's going up, up, and up, slowly but surely. And I want to tell you guys one thing, that turbocharging mode, you don't just turn turbocharging mode and you get an enormous amount of input. It doesn't work like that, okay? The thing is that this mode is only useful when you're charging from DC and AC at the same time. That is to say, when you're charging from solar panels and a wall outlet. In this case, it works. In this case, it works. So right now, let me just restart it. Okay. Turbo charging mode. Okay. Yeah, we got the input. Right. Yeah, there we go. Waiting for the fans to kick off. They still haven't kicked off. Alright, so anyway guys, turbocharging mode is useful when you're charging from solar panels and from a wall at the same time, so that you can max out with charging. It is not good for the battery. We don't recommend doing it very often, but if you have to recharge very, very quickly, you can go and choose the turbocharging mode. Try it when you're charging from the solar panels and from the wall outlet or from any AC and DC sources at the same time. It will work properly. Here it doesn't work properly, definitely not working properly right now, because we're charging solely from the wall outlet right here. Now, what else do we have? We have eco mode, as I said, and eco mode can be just 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours. What it does, it turns off the AC inverter if the load is less than 10 watts, right? And DC inverter if the load is less than 1 watt. Okay, now you can adjust it to 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours. Next, we can even control the LED light. This LED light is going to be bright. I warned you. So we have SOS mode. We have high intensity, high mode, and we have medium mode, okay? And you can always turn it off from the app as well. So you don't have to be that close to the power station. You simply want to be within the Bluetooth range or within the Wi-Fi range. You have to be on the same Wi-Fi network if you're in your home, right? Or in your backyard, it has to be the same Wi-Fi network, or with apps, with genius apps like TeamViewer, right? You can simply leave a gadget next to your power station and control it from anywhere in the world. Okay, here's a powerlifting mode, right? The famous powerlifting mode. Powerlifting, it says, sustainable for powering hitting devices, purely resistive loads, 1,100 watts max. The rated output remains 600 watts. Do not run fridges, air conditioners, and other heating. Suitable for powering. It says suitable for powering heating devices, but only purely resistive loads. So let me try if this fan is a pure resistive load or not. Let me turn it on. You see, guys, on a normal mode, we couldn't, this hair dryer caused overload. Now, let me try to run it under a powerlifting mode. The powerlifting mode is on right now, and let's try. Right, so this is what I told you guys. This is what I told you. The screen will not react adequately. It doesn't show us the correct output. But you guys saw that. I turned to the max here, and previously, did we overload it on the max mode? Yes, we did. Now, did we overload it now? No, we did not. Powerlifting mode does work. The only thing you have to remember is the screen does not show you the output adequately when under powerlifting mode. This is it. So let's try one more time. You see? And this is the highest mode, by the way. It's definitely more than that. Or possibly this hairdryer is not powerful enough because we were pulling out more than 600 watts total. I don't know. I don't have confidence in this hairdryer either, but interesting. Now, just in any case, make sure, just remember the screen might not show you the adequate number, okay? So you know the limitation is 1,200 watts under powerlifting mode, okay? Now guys, let me finish with the app and then we'll do the giveaway. I see the giveaway is here. Powerlifting mode, and here's a very useful thing, firmware upgrade. If we have any, excuse me, could we please, no. Firmware upgrade right here. So we have ARM upgrade and DSP upgrade. So those are firmware upgrades. You are upgrading something here inside, guys, from your phone. You're not it is not a software upgrade. You're not upgrading your app. Surely our apps update, but here is what you actually changing something in this thing. Maybe you later will carry out an upgrade that the screen can stay on longer, right? You can do it from your phone. This is awesome. And EB3A. We talked about it for 52 minutes. Any idea what the price is? I'm here to tell you guys. I'm here to, could we please zoom out? I'm here to tell you great news that right now, and I don't know for how long it's going to be the case, I have no power on doing the price policy, but right now we have the lowest price for EB3A in the history. It is the promotional price, spring promotional price. Again, could I do that? If I could influence the price policy, I would make it more expensive. I would sell it at least $300. Because I told you last time, and I hope you don't hate me for that, because I'm genuine saying that. It's very hard to sell the unit at such a low price. People start questioning the quality, people start questioning the, different aspects about the product. So I would sell it at $300. I wouldn't do those promotions. Good news for you guys. Good news for you and good news for everybody is that I'm not the guy responsible for the price. So the price right now is not $299 as it used to be, and it should be, I strongly believe. It's $209. No promo code needed, just simply go and purchase it right now. $209. Purchase it now or later, I don't know. I don't know how long those prices are going to stay, definitely not long. It's time-limited promotion, $209. All right, now here's the giveaway time right now, and we give away our BLUETTI cap right here. This thing helped me a lot with this thing helped me with the heat. Now, cap, please type BLUETTI in the comments on YouTube and or on Facebook, and I'm gonna take a screenshot. Let me this time start from Facebook to kind of compensate for my that I forgot to get back to Facebook last time. So right, so the first giveaway is going to be on Facebook. The second giveaway is going to be on YouTube. It's all BLUETTI cap that I have right here, classic black BLUETTI cap. So let's go, guys. Type BLUETTI in the comments. Simply type BLUETTI in the comments multiple times so that when I take a screenshot, your comment is here at the last on the very bottom and you win. Guys ready? I definitely am. Let's go. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, here is the winner. The winner is 𝗤𝗂𝗍𝘆. 𝗤𝗂𝗍𝘆. Congrats, 𝗤𝗂𝗍𝘆. We got our BLUETTI cap. Now, let's immediately do the giveaway on YouTube, okay? Here I am on YouTube. No, I don't want to upgrade to YouTube Premium, even though I think it's cool because there is no advertising. By the way, we don't put ads in our videos. We try not to turn the monetization off so you can enjoy our videos without any ads. Here I am on YouTube. I see you type BLUETTI and let's go, guys. BLUETTI, and I'm about to take a screenshot in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here we go. So the winner is 𝗤𝙑𝙗𝙗. 𝗤𝙑𝙗𝙗. BLUETTI. Congratulations, dear winners. Now don't forget to email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Which camera should I look into? livestream@bluetti.com. livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA and your phone number. For the hat, I don't think sizes exist, so you don't have to send us your size. No, yeah, it's one size fit all. It's adjustable, so it's, one more time, it's 𝗤𝗂𝗍𝘆 from Facebook and 𝗤𝙑𝙗𝙗𝙗, yes, approximately, 𝗤𝙑𝙗𝙗𝙗 from YouTube and 𝗤𝗂𝗍𝘆 from Facebook. Let's reset a timer to 20 minutes and we'll have more giveaways, guys. Now, we're passing the equator of this live stream, and I would love to take a brief pause and take a look at your comments, guys. If you have any questions about EB3A, let me know in the comments. I would be really, really glad to see questions about EB3A. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. I want to say hi to Waveform Science, Jeff here. Jeff, always good to have you here. Round or square head? This is a round, I guess, right? Anyway, now, as far as I see, no questions by far. So let's go. Let's talk about our portable solar panels. BLUETTI makes one of the best, if not the best, portable solar panels. They're great for what is the word? Mobility. For mobility, for taking them with you outdoors, for camping, for various outdoor activities. They are not those sort of panels that you want to, those types of panels that you want to mount on your rooftop. It would be a waste of our panels, would be a waste of your money. So don't mount them on your rooftop. Can you place them in your backyard? Surely you can do that. Our solar panels are all portable, easy to carry around, lightweight, foldable. We're using the highest, the most expensive materials, ETFE lamination, monocrystalline silicon. All of our solar panels have MC4 connectors. They're very user-friendly. So if you're looking for solar panels to take with you, to put in your vehicle, to put in your car, to carry at hand, to simply carry around either by a vehicle or at hand, go for BLUETTI solar panels. Now, before you choose a solar panel, run a compatibility check. What have we been talking about now? EB3A. Now, what is the DC limits on EB3A? It's 12 to 28 volts DC, 8 amps, but amperes is not that important. So it's 12 to 28 volts DC. So when we're talking about BLUETTI solar panels that are matchable with 12 to 28 volts, it's either PV68, PV120, PV200. Only one unit. You cannot plug them in series. You cannot, let's say, plug two PV200s, two PV120s, two PV68s. It will exceed the maximum voltage allowed, which is 28 volts. What is the maximum input? What does that mean? Well, that means no matter what the external input is, the MPPT controller will only allow 200 watts max for EB3A, okay? So for that, I would recommend PV200? Because PV200 has the maximum input of 200 watts achieved under ideal conditions. So realistically, never 200 watts. More like 150, 160, 170 watts. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's folded. We have a nice carrying handle here on the top, nice and solid. We have all the cables very well organized right here, and we stick to MC4 connectors only. They're the best. They're very safe. They're compatible with almost everything on the market. So all the cables are right here. Okay. The length of the cables is 5 yards and 5 meters, I should say. Okay, so here's how long it is, and still probably not long enough for some of you. I understand that, but we didn't want to lose power. We didn't want to make them longer. So MC4 connectors right here. Here is the information about PV200. You have the bullet points. You have the bullet points over here. You don't want to know any of those actually, except of one thing, which is open circuit voltage, right? And it's 26.1 volts. Here's the upper limit is 28 volts, compatible. Now, another thing is just kind of interesting to know that the temperature range here, like the safe temperature to work, is from 14 degrees Fahrenheit to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, that does not mean that you cannot use them when it's colder than that or hotter than that, at least not significantly, right? But we state that our solar panels are safe to use under these temperatures. And the lamination is the solar cell lamination is ETFE, is ETFE coating. Cell efficiency is 23 up to 23.4, right? 23.4%, yeah, 23.4%. Let me show you the pattern. You will recognize it. You will recognize this pattern. It's a beautiful pattern that says one thing: high quality lamination material. This is what it looks like. And because I can actually hold it like this, also signifies one thing: they're very lightweight. They're lightweight. Now we have kickstands on the backside. We have kickstands on each panel with adjustable angle, because we acknowledge that the angle you position your panels at is one of the key factors that will actually influence the maximum input, right? It can be a 45-degree angle, it can be a 90-degree angle, it can be sharper than that or less sharp than that. You decide depending on solar conditions, right? Make sure there's no partial shading, even a little bit, like right now, right? Perfect, perfect. If you have like a brick or something to place on the grass, if you have like rather tall grass, we will also partially, shadow it. Anyway, guys, rule of thumb is you don't want any shadow on your solar panels, right? I don't know, some people still think that you don't want to expose them to like sun. Actually, some shadow is good. No, it's not good. You don't want to have any shadow on your solar panels. It will significantly decrease the input. All right, let me check if there are any questions about EB3A. No, okay, probably means you did a good job of explaining. EB3A. Guys, right now, please give us a like. It's actually very important, guys. You probably don't even realize, but it's really important. So thank you so much. We have 25 likes already. So if you haven't given us a like, please do. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay. Now that was PV200 solar panel. PV200 solar panel is the panel I recommend to you. You will be satisfied with it. I know people who bought PV120 and they kind of, regret is a big word, but they say that I wish I could buy PV200 instead. Go with PV200. PV200 is more expensive than PV120, but it's better, it's superior. It's a higher solar input. It's up to 200 watts. It weighs in at 16.1 pounds. Extremely lightweight, extremely lightweight. Also, if you ever dealt with those rigid solar panels, now when they're on your rooftop, perfect, but if you ever had to carry them around, you know what it feels like. You will really feel a massive relief when dealing with our solar panels, because you're not worried, you will not break them, you will not shatter them, you know. So they are really, you can have like dirt on them, like you can actually use them in real combat situations. So our panels are really great. They're not the cheapest panels, you can find cheaper panels, but they're really good quality and you will be satisfied with them. Now, dimensions of PV200, if you're already looking for a specific spot to put them. Now, when unfolded, they are 23.2 inches by 89.2 inches, and when folded, they are 23.2 inches by 24.8 inches. Okay, now let me also offer you a bundle of EB3A and PV200. Okay, if you wanted to get EB3A because it's the lowest price right now in history. And PV200 together, let's put it in a bundle, right? Let me actually fold it back. I can't give you a special discount for this bundle because the prices are already the lowest, but we just pack it together, you know, for you. So if you wanted to get PV200 and EB3A together, make sure you go to the description on YouTube or on Facebook and get it as a bundle. We'll ship it to you together like this. It will cost you $658 US. Okay, you get 200 watts of solar, portable, durable, real combat situations. You get the smallest, the most lightweight portable power station on the market, 10.14 pounds, not English pounds. Not the price, weight, 10.14 pounds, 16.1 pounds, 200 watts of solar input max, 600 watts of AC inverter, 268 watt hours of battery capacity, lithium iron phosphate battery, 2500 cycles to 80% and 5000 cycles to 50%. Look guys, it's not for everybody, but if you're looking for a portable power station and for a portable solar panel, this is the best unit, EB3A and PV200. Right now it's also the best price. To be honest with you, if you don't need it, don't buy it. Or if you need it later, if you don't decide it yet, later you just will pay like 20-30 bucks more. Sure, you know, it's not that big of a difference, but if you have been watching me for a while, or if you already figure out that, yeah, this unit will make my life better. It's a UPS unit, it's lightweight, I can take it with me outdoors. I'm playing frisbee with my friends, we can charge our phones, we can run a fridge from there. Perfect. App control, UPS, oh, multiple charging methods, well, that's even better, you know. Get it now. You'll see me in a month talking about the same product. The price will be probably like $239, $249, I speculate. Sure, like it's 20-30 bucks more, not that big of a difference, but if you think that this unit will make my life better, get it right now. Best price for the best unit. Let's remember, turn the outputs off. Okay, this is it guys, this is it. Done. I'm done talking about EB3A. We still have a lot to talk about and we have like 50 minutes to go. EB7TS. Very quickly, we already know the most important information about portable power station, like battery capacity and AC inverters. So the battery capacity here, as we state, is 716 watt hours, right? 716 watt hours, and the AC inverter is 800 watts. As for your reference, is bigger than EB3A. Here's EB3A, for example, and it's heavier too. It's heavier, yeah. So 800 watts of AC inverter, also pure sine wave inverter, as we say right here, pure sine wave, and 716 watt hours of battery capacity. It's called EB7TS. Some of you have EB70 at home. It's a little bit different. So basically, it's just like a superior version to EB70. Yeah, but EB70 is still great, of course. It's like an earlier version of EB70S. So what outputs do we have? We have two wireless charging pads. Those are USB-C ports, 100 watts max. Let's zoom out, let's zoom in. We have two USB-A ports, 5 volts and 3 amps, 15 watts, okay? We have two barrel connectors, 8mm DC ports. We have 12 volt and 10 amp DC ports, 1, 2. We have a cigarette lighter port or car power socket, 12 volts and 10 amps. On the top we have a wireless charging pad, of course, and here we have 4 AC wall outlets, 120 volts, 800 watts, pure sine wave inverter. We have a light, medium, high SOS. We have a push and pull fan, anti-slip pads, info about the EB3A, and a nice carrying handle, nice solid carrying handle. We have one input port. This is both for DC and for AC, and we have a nice screen right here, different from EB3A. Shows us input on the top, how many watts are coming in, shows us output, how many watts are being pulled out. We have the frequency here, 60 Hz, standard frequency in the US and North America. We have eco mode right here. We have the battery life here. When we have any alerts, if we have any alerts, we'll see them on the screen in color red too. If you ever need to turn the eco mode off, enter settings mode. By pressing this button, I can turn eco mode off, on, off, on. By pressing this button, I can change the frequency to 50 Hz, 60 Hz, 50 Hz, 60 Hz. Most of you will never need to do any of those because 60 Hz is standard frequency in North America, and eco mode, keep it on, does no harm, only good. Okay, so 800 watts, 716 watt hours. The input here is 12 to 28 volts, 200 watts max. It's both for DC and for AC. So for AC, for wall outlet charging, let's say, we're using this adapter. This adapter comes in the box of EB3A. Plug it in here, and let's plug it in a wall outlet, and we have EP500 Pro that will act as a wall outlet right here. EP500 Pro is one of our power stations. Okay, so this is the adapter. It started working. And let's see what input we're getting right now. We will be getting 172 watts, 172 watts. We're getting 185 watts right now from the wall outlet charging. Can we run it? Can we run devices and charge at the same time? You might ask. Well, let's find out. So we're running this 12 volt compressor fridge. It's pulling out 34 watts, which is the usual, normal for this fridge, and we're charging it at the same time. Let me connect this hair dryer. 204 watts, 721 watts. And that was an overload because push it too high. Overload, so you see AC inverter did overload, DC inverter did not overload. We still have 32 watts. Here's what I'm doing. I'm turning off the device that caused the overload, and I'm simply restarting the AC inverter, and I can run it all over again. Let's add my phone on the top. Started charging. We have 726.98 watts from AC and DC combined, and we also charging it currently at a speed of 175 watts. Let me turn it off. I think that we can call it success. It was a successful pass-through charging demonstration. Everything works perfectly. That's also disconnected from the charging. Turn off. Okay, cool. So the battery chemistry, as always, is lithium iron phosphate. Lifespan is 2,500 plus life cycles before the battery drops to 80% of the original capacity, and 5,000 life cycles before the battery drops to 50% of the original capacity. If cycled daily, that means if you charge it and discharge it every day, it will serve you for 7 years. Now, realistically, most of you guys will not be charging it and discharging it every day. So, you know what I mean? It's even more than that. It's even longer than 7 years. The voltage of each battery is 12.8 volts, and capacity in ampere hours 55.93 amps. Now, charging of EB3A. As we always say, whenever possible, prioritize solar charging, guys. Let's be more eco-friendly, right? So for solar charging from BLUETTI PV120, you will need 4.5 hours to recharge from solar. And if you spend a little bit more money and buy PV200, which I highly recommend PV200, my own experience of my friends, experience of people I don't know personally, but on different forums who said, PV120 is great, but I need a higher input. So PV200, go for PV200. From PV200, as a reference, it will take you 4.5 hours on either good solar conditions, 4.5 hours to recharge EB3A. It will take you 2.8 hours to recharge from PV200. Again, guys, there is no better or worse. No better or worse. Price is an important factor. If you have a budget to invest in a slightly superior solar panel, absolutely go for it. Now, for AC charging, as we saw, we were having what 185 watts, right? And here I'm not using the wall outlet. Look what I'm using. I'm using one of our power stations, EP500 Pro. So the wall outlet would give us even a higher input. Okay. Realistically, from the wall outlet, you will get from 194 up to 197 watts, close to 200 watts of input. And it will take you 4 hours and 20 minutes to recharge from the wall outlet. And right now, it's a giveaway time. It's a giveaway time, guys. And our third giveaway is lantern light for camping from BLUETTI Lifestyle. From BLUETTI Lifestyle. So again, we're doing the screenshot. So please type BLUETTI in the comments, and I will do the screenshot first on YouTube and then on Facebook. Okay. All right. Guys, if you have any questions, you can. I would really appreciate it if you mark them for me. Question if you wrote, or maybe Q, at least Q, capital Q, and then, because I don't know if you're asking someone from the community or you're asking me, and I don't want to interrupt. If you have a vivid conversation, I don't want to really be like, oh, what's going on? You know. So if you have a question to me, probably just type Q, so I can say it's a question. Okay, now I'm here, I'm ready for, please type BLUETTI in the comments. Right now we're giving away a camping light, if you guys camped. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of camping. I did camp a couple of times in my life, and one thing that is true is that at night it's really dark. You know, it's really unusual at first, because in an urban environment we just got used to all those lights everywhere, but when you camp there's no lights at all, right? So you have to have a light. A camping light would really not go amiss. So let's go. I'm here to take a screenshot for you guys. Simply type BLUETTI in the comments. I'll go for YouTube first and then on Facebook. I don't look at the comments, okay? I really just hope that you win. I'm looking at the comments. Let's do a quick 10-second countdown from 10 to 1. Take a screenshot and see what happens. See who wins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, and the winner is Jack the Huckster. Jack the Huckster, congratulations, Jack the Huckster. Now let me immediately go on Facebook, not disappoint any of our Facebook community. Guys, right here, Facebook guys, again, type BLUETTI in the comments. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, there we go. And the winner is Jennifer Ludeman. Jennifer Ludeman, or Ludeman. Jennifer Ludeman. Congratulations, Jennifer Ludeman and Jack the Huckster. You guys are the third round giveaway winners. Giveaway winners, please email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA, your phone number. This is it. Thank you, guys. Please do it ASAP so that our team has less difficulty to process and ship it to you faster. Thank you so much. The winners, we have one more giveaway for a day. Actually, two more giveaways for a day. So let's go. Let's keep exploring EB3A. So here, the AC charging, you saw how it happens. You need to use this adapter. This adapter is included in the box, of course. Now, here is the car charging port. It's 8mm to car power socket plug. There we go. Charge from your vehicle. Now, the DC charging is actually the same, 8mm to MC4 connectors, and then MC4 connectors, you connect them with our solar panels connectors. They're also MC4, one male, one female, one negative, one positive, one red, one black. High compatibility with various solar panels, either ours or third-party solar panels. Okay, now the maximum solar input, as stated right here, is 200 watts. 12 volts by 10 amps, 200 watts. The charge control current limit is, we don't have it here, but it's 8 amps. It's 8 amps. And the typical solar input you will get is around 160 watts. So one more time, guys, what is in the box? You have to understand that you're paying this amount of money that I will tell you, not only for the power station, also paying for the adapter that you can actually use not only with EB3A, you can also use it with EB55 actually. Now, car charging cable, and I don't have it here, but also the solar charging cable, 8mm to MC4 connectors. You also have user manual and a warranty card in the box. The screen, you already know how to read it. It doesn't show you much, but it shows you the most important thing: the input, the output frequency, eco mode, any alerts, and the battery situation. What is going on. Okay, now again, I can't stress this enough, guys. If you have to learn one thing from me today, learn to run voltage compatibility checks before you connect your solar panels. Check this one number on solar panel. For short is VOC. It stands for voltage open circuit, or in other words, open circuit voltage, sorry. It has to be within the range from 12 volts to 28 volts here. It's numbers that are given here, 12 to 28 volts. For BLUETTI solar panels, that means you can connect them to PV68 solar panel, PV120 solar panel, PV200 solar panel, right? This is it. Now, you can recharge it from a wall outlet, you can recharge it from solar panels. You can recharge from your vehicle when your vehicle is on the go, or at least when the engine is running. You can also recharge from an adapter. Okay, so guys, one more time, the battery capacity is 716 watt-hours. So it's a bigger battery capacity than for EB3A, and primarily because it's simply larger, right? So here the capacity is 268 watt-hours. Here is 716 watt-hours. It's bigger. We can put more batteries there. This is why, but it's also heavier because of that. Dimensions: 12.6 inches by 8.5 inches by 8.7 inches, and the weight is 21.4 pounds. Okay. Now, we state that you can use our power station, this particular power station. You can discharge it under temperatures from -4 to 104. And you can charge it under temperature from 32 to 104. So you don't want to go below freezing, from 32 to 104, right? And the same applies if you just want to store it without using it. Okay. Now, the voltage here is 100 to 120 volts. It's also pure sine wave inverter. And the amperage limit, the wattage is 800 watts, right? 800 watts. The surge power is 1400 watts. Okay, some important information really. Now, how long you can run everyday appliances? Let's find out. Phone, 10 watt hours, 60 times. You will charge it 60 times. LED light, 20 watts, or rather a big LED bulb or multiple LED bulbs, 30 hours. TV, 75 watts, 8 hours. Power tools, 80 watts, 8 hours. Fridge of 90 watts, big fridge. For reference, this only pulls out 35 watts. Now you have a fridge that pulls out 90 watts, 7 hours. Slow cooker, 200 watts, massive, 3 hours. The price of EB70S is $519. Perfect unit for an outdoor trip. Higher capacity, higher AC inverter. No app control, I know. You decide for yourself. $519 for a higher capacity, 716 watt hours as opposed to 268 watt hours, for example. And a higher AC inverter. It's not to say it's better or worse than EB3A. I love EB3A. You know I love EB3A. $519 for EB70S. Spring promotion. For EB70S in particular, the price is not at the best. We did have it for $499, but guys, it's like what, $20 difference. It's not something you should be thinking about when you make this purchase. You want to buy a unit that you will feel comfortable with, okay? The last thing I want you to do, guys, is really focus on those discounts, like, oh, I'll get this because this one is cheaper. No, guys, I don't want you to think like that. If right now it's not time for you to buy, come again later, guys. Don't worry about that, right? I just want you to really buy a unit you will love using. Okay? So I'm here to help you. I'm not here to sell you stuff. I'm here to help you choose the best unit for you. And the best unit for you will be different than the best unit for your neighbor, or different from someone from our community or from me. Okay? So I really want you to maybe think a little bit more and buy a unit that you will love, because those things have a lifespan of 7, 10, 15 years. You don't want to use something for that long if you don't even like it, if you don't even enjoy it, and this whole time you'll be thinking, oh, I wish I could get this or that instead, or DIY it, God forbid. So I have confidence that EB3A, that BLUETTI in general has great power stations, okay? Now, what is a great power station for me might not be a great power station for you, or something I might even overlook. I might think, oh, is it really important? You might say, oh, I'm looking for this feature. I'm looking for UPS. Oh, did you say 800 watts and AC inverter? That's what I'm looking for, right? So really, guys, think twice. But once you decided, purchase and enjoy using BLUETTI. Moving on to AC300. Portable, modular, solar generator, right here. How do those things work? We have two products like this, AC300 and the newer AC500. This thing on the top does not have the battery. That's why it's so lightweight, okay? It doesn't have the battery, super lightweight. What does it have then? What it has is an inverter, UPS unit, and all those stuff, right? So we still need a lot of space to put those things there, but no battery. The battery is external. The battery is on the exterior. It's here. This is the battery. For AC300, we can only use one battery, which is B300. No other batteries can be used with AC300. So let's first talk about AC300 and then the battery. But you have to really understand that once I unplug it, or let's run this test. I will turn the battery off. Now question, will this unit stay on? Let's try. Well, probably you have already figured out it will turn off too, because this is the battery. We connect them, we use those cables, we have to use those cables. And once turn the battery, it will power the main unit, so to say. Okay, this is the battery. Okay, so AC300, guys. So we talked about smaller power stations like EB3A. Let me turn off the inverters. Like EB3A, EB3A. So those are smaller. We can't really compare them. The closest thing I would compare it with would be probably one of my favorite power stations as well, and actually one of your favorite power stations, which is AC300 Max. Right here, I'll just show it to you if you forgot it. AC300 Max, battery capacity 2048 watt-hours. So the battery capacity of B300, which is the expansion battery of AC300, is 3072 watt-hours. Let's round it up to 3000. Let's round that up to 2000. 2000 compared to 3000. 1000 watt-hours or 1 kilowatt-hours is a huge difference when it comes to batteries. Now, the maximum amount of watts, amount of power that AC300 Max could pull out, one of my favorite units, by the way, it's 2200 watts. The maximum wattage that AC300 Max can pull out, 2200 watts. For AC300, it's 3000 watts. Again, when it comes to wattage, it's a big difference. 3 kilowatts as opposed to 2 kilowatts. Big difference. Okay, so it's a higher wattage, it's a higher battery capacity, 3070 watt-hours. What if I told you that the battery capacity is actually 12,288 watt-hours? What I mean is you can connect maximum 4 batteries. Connect maximum 4 batteries. Last time we connected one more battery. I have this battery right here. So let's say, I'm here behind this thing, by the way. You have AC300 and B300, 3072 watt-hours of capacity. What if you decide you need a higher capacity? Guys, what I want you to do is simply buy more batteries, okay? Buy one more battery, buy 2 more batteries, buy 3 more batteries. You can connect maximum 4 batteries. You can connect 1 battery, you can connect 2 batteries, 3, 4 ones, okay? Decide for yourself. We don't want to put this internally and tell you, hey guys, you suffer from power outages and blackouts? Get our AC300 with 12,288 watt-hours of battery capacity. Yeah, I know it's unbearable. You can't lift it. You probably have to put it on the wheels, or you have to talk to that neighbor that can help you mount them. And it costs like $6,000, but hey, you know what? You have to really get it because power outage is not going away. No. We want you to decide for yourself. What is the capacity you need? Is 1 battery enough? For some of you it will be enough, sure. 2 batteries is probably the ideal spot, I would say, the sweet spot. 2 batteries is the sweet spot because you will also be able to have a higher solar input, okay? 2 batteries is the best. What if 1 battery is enough for you? Perfect, glad for you. What if 2 batteries are enough? 3, 4? What if you want to get more? Is it possible? You know, sometimes you think, probably not. He just said 4 batteries is max, so probably not. It is possible. If you get one more AC300, you connect 2 AC300s together with a communication cable, and you're able to connect maximum 4 batteries to one unit and 4 batteries to the other. 8 batteries. 8 batteries. Each battery is 3072 watt-hours, so it's 24,500. 66 something. So massive capacity. You basically have your own power station, portable power station at home. And guys, look at those things. I always forget to mention that because for me it's kind of like a norm right now. But guys, who were the ancestors of those things? Gas generators. Guys have gas generators at home? My dad does, yeah. I remember those things. Heavy, loud, dangerous, unpleasant to work with. You know, we usually say it about people, but those things are unpleasant to work with. I don't want to even get back those memories, like, refresh those memories. I don't want to talk about them. Forget about them. Those were in the past. Switch to BLUETTI, switch to those things. You can put them inside, you can put them indoors, you can put them in your living room. Those are beautiful things, right? You can put them in your living room, you can put them in the bedroom. This is one of the things I always forget, but I think it's important to stress it, that how good it is that now we have companies like BLUETTI, for example, that make those things, and we finally can forget about those gas generators. It's like back in the day, we only had PC computer, like computers that have are really big and heavy, right? And have those stupid screens. And right now we have something like MacBook that you can just take with you. It's the same thing, guys. It's evolution, it's progress. So really happy about that. I think BLUETTI really makes one of the best, not the best power station, if not the best power stations in the industry. So we have already figured out that we can connect maximum 4 batteries to 1 unit, which leaves us with 8 batteries for different units. What have I told you? Because I just told you that you can only use AC300 needs the battery. The only battery you can connect to AC300 is B300, okay? I'll repeat myself, it's very important to understand. AC300 doesn't have the battery. Without the battery, it will not work. Question, will the AC300 work without the battery? No, it needs the battery. What types of batteries, what batteries you can connect to AC300? Only B300. But B300 can work on its own. Remember how I turned B300 off? And what happened? AC300 turned off? What if I turn AC300 off? Well, it will also turn B300 off, but let me show you what I mean. Long press this. Because they're connected, they both turn off. I'm going to do a very basic thing right now. I'm going to disconnect them and turn B300 on. And B300 can work on its own. Of course it can. It's the battery and it has outputs to deliver power. For example, we can run this 12-volt mini fridge compressor from B300 because we have this 12-volt and 10-amp car power socket. Turn it on. And look, you can't see it from here, you can't see it's running, but listen to the fans of the fridge. It started running, right? We can also have a visual feedback. Like here, it's on. So it's running right now, okay? Now, that being said, there is no much practical usage in getting an expensive. This battery is $1,999. Battery, it only has 3 outputs: USB-C, quick charge, 100 watts, USB-A, 18 watts quick charge, and 12-volt and 10-amp standard car power socket. Those outputs, all of them are great, not enough. They're good as an addition to all of those outputs we have here already. You have one more USB-C quick charge, you have one more USB-A 18 watts quick charge, you have standard 12-volt 10-amp car power socket. Awesome. But of course we use them together with AC300. So what does AC300 have in terms of outputs? Let's find out. On the top we have 2 wireless charging pads. 12 volts, what am I saying? Not 12 volts, 15 watts. 15 watts. I told you if you get 7.5 watts from them, it's good. And you saw that we're getting even more. By the way, perfectly stable. Now, 15 watts, each of them is 15 watts. What do we have here? 12 volt and 30 amp, 12 volt DC 30 amp, so-called RV plug. Folks who spend a lot of time in RVs, vital one, bread and butter, output for RV life, okay? 24 volt, 10 amp car power socket. I saw one of you guys told us last time it would be cool if you could make it a different color so that people who are new to that, don't mistake it with 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket because they look identical or almost identical. Thank you. Well, I don't know if we can make it. Good idea anyway, but all right. We have a warning here, 24 volt DC output only. Not 12 volt, 24 volt, 24 volt. Guys, it's good news, okay? Don't think about it from, oh my God, I'm gonna burn some devices. Remember, it's 24 volts. We have a warning here, but as long as this device that you want to connect supports 24 volt connection, you have a faster charging, you have a more stable connection. You should be happy about that. It's a new opportunity, okay? We also take this risk and put a output that can potentially harm devices if you don't use them properly. But with the higher risk comes higher reward, right? So as long as it's a 24 volt device, charge from here, run it from here, good for you. Because we have already talked about the outputs of B300, we have one standard 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket right here on B300. So if you use devices that only support 12 volt and 10 amp, you always have one output right here, 12 volt, 10 amp, 24 volt, excuse me, 24 volt and 10 amp, okay? Now, cool. Here we have a USB-C 100 watts quick charge USB-C. Here we have USB-A 18 watts, two of them, quick charge USB-A. USB-A 5 volts and 3 amps, 15 watts, okay? And here we have wall outlets or AC outputs, 20 amps max, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 20 amp, 100 to 120 volts, 3000 watts. Guys, 6. To be honest with you, I like the layout on AC300 more than on AC500 because we have 6 wall outlets. Who doesn't want 6 wall outlets? 30 amps max, NEMA 230 recreation vehicle use only. Charge your RV from this output. RV use only. These are the outputs of AC300. You always have at least 3 outputs on B300 because you have to connect. You will connect at least one B300. You might connect more, you might connect 2, 3, 4, and each B300 has 12 volt and 10 amp car power socket, quick charge USB-A port, this one is USB-C port, 100 watts, and quick charge USB-A port, 18 watts, about and turn those on and off, and just an awesome battery. Giveaway time, the clock turned red. And we're giving away our mini fridge. Mini fridge is right here. We're only doing it on YouTube. So guys, please jump on, guys from Facebook, please jump on YouTube just for this time, for a short time. Type BLUETTI in the comments. I'll give you guys enough time to jump from Facebook on YouTube. While on Facebook, give us a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. On YouTube too, guys, don't forget to give us likes and subscribe. It really helps us a lot. We have 32 likes right now, which is magic. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments and mark them with a Q at the beginning, because otherwise I don't know if you're asking me or if you're asking someone from the community. And sure, sometimes you will get a better answer from the community, surely a faster one at least. I don't want to cut in, I don't want to be like, what is going on? I want you to have a nice organic conversation in the community here. So if you want to ask something from me, just start with a Q, like a question, then you ask. Now, BLUETTI, guys, I'll give you more time, specifically give time to Facebook co-patriots of ours to jump on YouTube, and I have my phone here for the screenshot. Okay, my phone for the screenshot. So everybody who's typing BLUETTI right now on Facebook, jump on YouTube. This last round of giveaway, we give away this BLUETTI mini fridge. We only give it away on YouTube. Okay, maybe in the future we'll change it. specifically we'll be able to do one giveaway on Facebook, one giveaway on YouTube. But for now, it's only on YouTube, okay? So please jump on YouTube, everybody. And I'll give you just like 30 more seconds while we're talking, and then I'll start, and then I will do the screenshot, okay? And after the giveaway, please don't go away, because I have great news for you, really, in terms of discounts. 𝗵𝗂𝗍𝗆, yeah, lowest price ever, but now we're talking about AC300 B300, best prices ever, and also there is bundles that were not available before. If you watched me for a long time, those bundles were not available before. Now they are available with our newest portable, biggest, what is the word order? Newest, biggest portable solar panel. Okay, let's go, guys. We have 29 people right now on YouTube, and here I am in the comments section. Don't forget to please give us a like. Thank you so much. Okay, please give us a like, everybody. The newcomers from Facebook, give us a like on YouTube, okay? Thank you. All right, let's go, guys. I'm here. Here's my phone. Let's zoom in on my phone so we can see everything. And let's go. I'll do it from 15 seconds this time. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, sorry, I apologize. That was really unintentional. I have to press the upper button. Unintentional, guys. Unintentional. One more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right, there we go. And who's the winner? Not Slim 1. Not Slim 1. Congratulations, Not Slim 1. More. More applauses, please. You have to give me time to drink coffee. Okay, congratulations, Not Slim 1. Dear giveaway winners, please send us an email to livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your shipping address in the USA and your phone number. Thank you. Guys, back to AC300. We only have 10 minutes before the end. Actually, luckily 12 minutes before the end of the live stream. Let me take you on a quickest tour of AC300's screen. I have to be really fast. So here is the screen of AC300. Let's zoom in. Excuse me. In the center, we have the battery life. And here we have 4 sections. We only connect one battery. Well, we can connect 4. So battery 3 in this case, well, it's actually only one battery we have right now. It's 41%. We could connect 3 more batteries. So 4 batteries max to 1 unit. Here is the input that we will get from in this case, is a PV. So PV input, DC 1 input voltage and DC 1 input power, and DC 2 input voltage and DC 2 input power. The reason why we have DC 1 and DC 2 is because this is what our cable looks like. On that cable, we have 2 pairs of MC4 connectors, one negative, one positive. So normally it's 1 pair, but in this case it's 2 pairs. So DC 1, DC pair 1, DC pair 2, DC 1 is 2. Grid. What is the voltage from the grid? What is the power from the grid? What is the frequency from the grid? The grid can be a wall outlet, it can be another power station, it can be a generator. DC load. This is a total DC output power of those DC outputs. Wireless charging pads, 12 volt 30 amp RV plug, 24 volt 10 amp car power socket, USB-C, USB-A. What is the total DC output power? What is each separate output power for 24 volt 10 amp car power socket from 12 volt 30 amp RV plug? And we combine some minor output, some minor load outputs together, like USB, PD, which is also USB-C actually, wireless charging outputs here. And AC load, what is the output voltage, what is the output power, and what is the output frequency. So you don't want to see numbers here above 3000 watts. 3000 watts is the max. The surge is 6000 watts, but normally it's 3000 watts. The buttons to turn DC on and AC on, and the buttons to turn them off. Settings. Language, English or Japanese. AC output voltage can be 120 or 100 volts. AC output frequency 60 Hz, could be changed to 50 Hz. DC 1 input source PV or others. PV, DC 2 input source PV or others. Next, eco mode on and off. Always keep it on unless necessary to turn off if you want to. Machine type, either single phase or split phase. Using 1:300, single phase. 2, split. Working mode, UPS. We have 4 uninterruptible power supply modes. Standard UPS, aka offline UPS. Nothing to talk about here, offline UPS. Next we have time control UPS. Adjust the time settings right here, set up to 6 slots. In fact, I want you to set the time for each and every time frame right here. When do you want to start working? When do you want to charge and discharge? I want you to do that because it will save you money. I want you guys to recharge it from your grid power when the energy prices, when the electricity prices are at their lowest. This is from both you guys in America will be at dawn, like 4 a.m. to 5, but I don't want you guys to wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. unless you want to go for a run or something. I don't want you to wake up to manually charge it. I want you guys to set the time before, to set the charging time when your grid power is the cheapest. And I want you guys to recharge from grid power when it's cheapest, because you guys will have cloudy days. So you guys have days when there is not enough solar energy, so to say, in the sky. On all other occasions, I want you to recharge it from solar panels as much as possible. Ideally, if possible, and for most of you, it's going to be possible, charge from the wall outlet and from solar panels at the same time. Next, we have PV priority UPS. When recharging from solar panels and from grid, like a wall outlet, I want you guys to really set here the percentage as high as possible that you want to prioritize PV charging. You want to let the system know what percentage you want to be charged from PV. The higher the better, but be realistic. Because it will take a long time to recharge. The more batteries you have, the longer it will take. 3072 watt hours for one battery. It's a large capacity, so be realistic. If it's cloudy in the sky, probably go like 40 or 50-50 at most. But if the weather is good, you have 4 to 6, maybe 2 to 6 more realistically sunny hours. Go ahead and try, experiment, get something like 50-60%. Why not? And finally, customize UPS. As the name implies, customize time, customize state of charge low. When the battery drops to, let's say, 10%, you want it to cut off any load. You want to preserve the battery. And when the battery is charging to, let's say, 95, 96, 90%, you want it to stop charging. Just not to waste time. It's not harmful for the battery, but you don't want to waste time. Next, we have silent mode. Slows down fans when charging. Amperage can be anything that you set from 1 to 15 amps. Do you want 30 amps? Please email your seller, BLUETTI customer service. Enter the password. It's not the password, by the way. No, it's not. And you can get up to 30 amps. If your home grid allows that. PV parallel enable. When you're charging from PV in parallel, please set it on. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are for the app. The app is free and it's good. It's fantastic. Body settings, on and off. I keep it on. When I have an alarm, an alert, I want to hear it. You might turn it off if you want. Touch sound, keep it off or on as you want. Backlight brightness, as dim as that, as bright as that. Not bright enough, not a big deal. You have an app on your phone or laptop, or tablet or any other gadget. Day settings and time settings. Sleep time of the screen can be anything from 30 seconds to never. And you can always go back to factory settings for the USA. Settings here. Data, product info, inverter charger info, battery information, alarm history, learn all here, and alarms, no current alarms. AC300 has an awesome app control. The same app, you don't have to download different apps for different power stations. It's called BLUETTI. You remember this app. It's what it looks like. This is the power station that I have connected to previously. Let me look up AC300. And here it is, connected, 41%. I can turn the AC and DC on and off. I can go ahead and click settings here. I can adjust all those parameters and even more. I showed you from the screen. I can do it from the app. Okay, I love the app. I hope you do too. And even if you don't like the app for whatever reason, we have firmware upgrades in the app. Firmware upgrades in the app. Folks, 4 minutes before the end of our live stream, if you have any questions, please mark them with a Q and let me know. Thank you so much. Just want to tell you that right now we have special spring promotion for many products. We have them here on the list. It's clearly EB3A that you can recharge under 40 minutes from 0 to 80% and 1 hour from 0 to 100%. Say the least about EB3A. EB3A is just a great unit, and I hope I did a good enough job to tell you how great this unit is. AC300 alone, and it needs a battery, specifically a B300 battery to work. AC300 costs $1,399. If you have B300 batteries already, because B300 are compatible with AC300 Max, AC300 P, AC300, AC500 even, good batteries. So if you already have the batteries at home, get AC300 alone. Make sure you also have this cable. If you don't have this battery at home, get the bundle, okay? Now, AC300 and B300 together is $2,999, great price. Lifespan, 10, 12, 15 plus years. AC300, B300, and PV350 solar panel with the maximum input of 350 watts. Also portable solar panel, looks just like PV200, just bigger than that. Kickstands, MC4 connectors, very well organized, user-friendly, all of those stuff. Higher input. AC300, B300, and PV350 together, $3,599. In fact, all the links and the prices are in the description on YouTube and or on Facebook. AC300, B300, and 3 PV200 solar panels right here. $4,346. Again, the links are in the description. AC300, B300, and 2 PV420 solar panels. PV420 solar panels are BLUETTI's biggest portable solar panels. The maximum input of 420 watts. Want to max out on the solar? Why not get 2 PV420 solar panels? And the price is $4,797. That being said, guys, I hope you had a great time. Congratulations to all the winners. Remember to email us at livestream@bluetti.com. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was a pleasure to spend those 2 hours with you. Our next live stream is on Tuesday, 21st, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Please like and subscribe. What is the price for AC300 with 4 batteries? So we don't have it here on the list, Bob, but you can go on BLUETTIPower.com and look it up there. AC300 4 batteries, BLUETTIPower.com for the USA, BLUETTIPower.ca for Canada, and you can simply go on the website and choose your country if you're watching us not from the USA. Email sent. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you again next time this Tuesday, 21st, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Give us a like. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it a lot. Appreciate you guys on this channel. And thank you so much, guys, one more time Thank you, everybody. See you next time.